Oh yeah, what's going on YouTube? In this video, we're going to talk about Uber taxes and Lyft taxes, what kind of deductions you can make, and the different kind of tax deductions that you can take. So there's going to be two different kinds we're going to focus on, and I really hope to make things clear today because not only is it important for me, but I know other people out there, because tax season is coming, that you need to understand your taxes and how to file them. So stay tuned in the video. We're going to go over some very important information in this video, okay? By the way, before we get into the video, if you are an Uber or Lyft driver, please comment yes. If you're not, comment no. I'm trying to see who's actually watching this video. And as always, as promised, we're doing the dash cam giveaway every single month. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell so you know when I'm doing the free dash cam giveaway. It's going to be during the live broadcast, live streams. So make sure that you subscribe and ring the bell. All right, let's check out the... Now we're going to get into this, right? So I'm sure a lot of you have questions. If you have questions, please feel free to comment down below or to the side, wherever your comment box is. Let's hear the questions. Let's open up the dialogue to the rest of the community in here so we can get some questions answered. Now here is the key part. This is the key part, and you have to pay attention to this. All right, guys, here we are. I'm just going to read some things to you right here, and this is off Hurdle.com, and they're like a mileage and taxes tracking application. This is not sponsored. I'm not getting any sort of, I don't get any sort of like affiliate link or anything with Hurdle, but I did like this article that they had in there. I thought it was very, very important and descriptive. And this is like the main thing that you need to focus on when you're doing your taxes. So you have two ways to write off, right? You can write off your mileage. There's the standard mileage deduction, and then there's your actual expenses deduction. Now, they're two different things, and they benefit you two different ways. But let me read into it a little bit, and then we'll answer some other questions. So, okay. So Uber driver tax deduction stats. As an independent contractor, you're responsible for your own taxes. This may not be fun, but it allows you to take advantage of a number of tax deductions, which means more money in your pocket. Aside from business mileage, Uber drivers may be able to deduct part or all of their mobile data plan, passenger amenities, parking tolls, or fees that they incur while driving for Uber. Additionally, if drivers' business portion of actual vehicle expenses like fuel, repair, and maintenance, lease, and financing payments are greater than the mileage deduction, then drivers can claim the greater amount. Tracking both mileage and actual vehicle expenses during the year is a smart strategy to help maximize drivers' potential deductions. When deciding on your deduction method, now here is the key part. This is the key part, and you have to pay attention to this. When deciding on your deduction method, you can only choose between the standard mile deduction method or actual expense method, noted under tax reference, not both. Okay. In addition, you may also deduct common operating expenses alongside the two deduction methods. Now we're going to get into this, right? So I'm sure a lot of you have questions. If you have questions, please feel free to comment down below or to the side, wherever your comment box is. Let's hear the questions. Let's open up the dialogue to the rest of the community in here so we can get some questions answered. Because honestly, after I do this video, I don't want to be answering other people's questions randomly. A lot of people ask me questions on the information I've already covered. So let's try and get into it. Let's get into this right now. So you have standard mile deduction, and then you're going to have your actual expenses, right? So give me a second. Just got to get set up. By the way, appreciate everybody being here and paying attention. This is good stuff right here. So guys, don't forget the free dash cam giveaway we're doing here on this channel. All right, every single month we're doing this. Make sure you subscribe, ring the bell, and there will be an email page that you need to go log in order to be in the dash cam giveaway. So, with that being said, I just want to, okay. So Uber taxes, right? Standard is all about your mileage. Right? Miles while on the app. Okay, so that's going to be miles while on the app means anytime that you're on the anytime you're on the Uber app or on the Lyft app, those miles count as business miles, and you can write those off. And I think the actual mileage is might be 58 cents per mile. Per mile. I mean, actual deductions, actual expenses. Now you have to factor in everything else. Now you really have to keep track of all your expenses, because you want to know if this total here equals more than this, then you want to go with actual deduction, actual expenses. And then if your miles deduction, the amount of miles you drive times 0.58 cents is more than actual expenses, then you want to take the standard deduction. Quick note, standard deduction is going to be very easy to write off. And honestly, I want to do a quick comparison, because I don't think actual expenses should be more than this. We're talking gas, tolls, any parking, vehicle expense as far as maintenance, tires, oil changes, and then also your financing choice. So did you lease it? Did you pay for? Or did you buy it? Is it yours? And do you have financing? In which case you can write off. You can write off your interest. Okay. Now I know this stuff is kind of dry, but let's get into it. Now here are 16 deductions Uber and Lyft users can use immediately. Okay, so we're gonna go into. So I wanted to get into 16 deductions under Lyft, Uber and Lyft drivers can use immediately. All right, so pay attention to this. I think this is the simplest way that I've seen on the internet that it gets broken down. So this is hurdle.com. So right here, okay, there's deduction number 1, standard mile deduction. Okay, standard mileage. Did you know Uber statement only shows you a fraction of your deductible miles? That's not true, Hurdle, because I can take you right now over to Uber Partners website and show you that that's not true. But let's see some more. So, and you can see right here, I want to kind of highlight. So, you know, tax reference, standard mileage, all right? So that's going to be important. Let's see if we can get over here. Let's hide this. Okay. So, and then you can see right down here, this is actual expense. So that's important to pay attention to. So car payment. Even if you lease and don't own your car, you can deduct a portion of the lease payment proportional to the business use of your vehicle. Actual expenses. So you have to like put this off to the side. Right? So let's write them down. We got standard mileage. We already did it. Car payment. Yeah, car payment. Rental lease. Rental release. Okay. Okay, guys, so I cleaned up the list a little bit because I know it was hard to see in that last clip. So let's take a look at it right here. I have it all basically laid out for you. So Uber, Lyft tax deductions, right? That's what we're talking about here. Now you have 2 options when you want to do your deductions. You can do standard, or you can the standard mileage deduction, or you can do the actual expenses. So standard mile deduction is right here. In which case you want to use this if you haven't tracked your expenses, okay, for that matter. And then also if your mileage, if you drove more miles, if your mileage deduction equals more than your actual expenses, then you want to take the standard mileage deduction. I'm going to evaluate this year where I'm at. Last year, it made sense for me to take the standard mile deduction. This year, it might make sense for me to take actual expenses because I have a car payment. I can depreciate, I can do the interest, I can do gas, maintenance, my insurance. And these things might add up right here. My car payment and the interest might really be a lot more than the mileage I actually drove. I don't know, but we'll see. So these are your 2 ways. Standard mile deduction, you take the amount of miles that you drove for the year, okay, last year, while driving for Uber and Lyft. They will give you your actual miles driven while on the app at the end of the year. I just checked the Lyft website and they said their forms will be available at the end of January, okay? The end of January. So 58 cents a mile per every mile driven. Actual expenses, car payment or your lease if you own the car. Depreciation if you own the car. Interest on the auto loan if you own the car. All the gas you paid. Your insurance, your maintenance. Now this is a bonus down here. Now you have common, okay? Now you have, all right. So here you have your common operating expenses, right? We have the phone and your tablet, right? Everybody needs that. Everybody's got to have a phone. I know some people use a tablet. So the money that you paid for that device, that's a write-off. Your data plan, every month you're paying money to this, that's a write-off. Parking, anytime you had to park for work, pay for parking, that's a write-off. Toll, like parking garage or parking meter. Any tolls that you paid while driving, okay? Food and drinks, though, this is for the rider. So let's say, like, I say food, like maybe you buy gum. I buy gum. I have gum in my car all the time. And I don't really do the waters. I was doing that one time, but if you want to have waters, you want to have snacks and things for your customers, for your riders, you can definitely write that off too. And then car washes, right? So I have a car wash membership every month. I pay $20. Lyft gives you that. They have a partnership with Scrub-A-Dub. If you have Scrub-A-Dub in your area, definitely use that. That's what okay, so that's the basics for this. Guys, if you like what I'm doing in this video, give me the thumbs up on this. And also, as a quick reminder too, don't forget about the free dash cam. Make sure you subscribe, ring the bell. There will be an email page that I need you to submit your email in order just to qualify for the free dash cam. The rideshareshop.com is sponsoring the free dash cam giveaway, so make sure you hit them up, check out their store, really cool store. I like what they have going on over there, and plus if you use Newsome 10, you'll get 10% off, okay? And their prices are the same as Amazon. They're the same prices, and they're going to give you free shipping, okay? And you don't even have to have a Prime membership or anything like that. They'll give you the free shipping. Just order it from the rideshareshop.com. And I just want to say, like, you don't have to have a separate mileage app, a separate app that tracks your mileage, because both Uber and Lyft they're both going to track your mileage for the time that you're actually on the app. You don't have to be booked for a ride. You don't have to be logged in for a ride. They'll give you, at the end of the year, they're going to give you, I think it's a 1099. It's a 1099, and they're going to give all your miles on there while you're on the app. So you don't need a separate app to track your miles. Now, Hurdle is one of those. This is not deduction number 3, depreciation. When you own the vehicle, right? So when you own the vehicle, this counts. If you own your business vehicle, you can deduct the cost value of your car over a 5-year period through depreciation. There are always a few different ways. Tax reference, actual expenses. So this is another one, right? Depreciation. And when you own it, and the interest on the auto loan, owned. Since you are self-employed and your car is critical, so we're on this one right now, okay? Deduction number 4 of the business, you can deduct that part of the interest expense that represents your business. So, and again, actual expenses, so interest. On auto loan. Sorry guys, I'm trying to make this clear here. What else? Deduction number 5. License, title, and registration. Again, that's just adding things up. Okay, so gas. The license, title, registration is not a big fee. You're talking a couple $100, which is probably important, but as a full-time driver, I don't know if that's really going to add up. If I come close with the gas, the interest on the auto loan, depreciation, and my car payment, then I'll get into adding in the license, title, registration. If I don't come close, I'm not going to do it. And as you can see, these are all actual expenses. So, and then you have maintenance, actual expense, insurance, maintenance, insurance, and then you have common operating expenses. So I'm going to make another list here in a second, guys. Just bear with me. Common operating expense. Wireless plan, which is common. Mobile phone. This is mobile phone, cost of it, phone plan. The phone plan, okay? I'm still getting into this over here. Of course, I didn't have my mic on the whole time. Bear with me. And this is going to keep on going, right? So we have food and drinks for passengers, car washes, which I do about $20 a month, food and drinks, like waters. Yeah, waters. What else? What was the other one? Car wash. There's environmental friendly vehicles, which is pretty good. AAA membership, which is also really good. Parking fees and tolls. Are those common operating? Okay, so parking fees, tolls. And then tolls. Okay, bear with me. I know this is like a crazy list right here. I hope you guys can see it really good. I'm actually going to redo this list, so bear with me here, okay? So this is everything right here. I'm going to make a much better list for you, so just bear with me just a second. All right. Guys, thanks so much for being here. I'll see you on the next video. This is part 1 of the tax videos, okay? More tax videos to come. Peace.